One. So if you are just joining me today, please let us go on. Life goes on. So thank you so much. Congratulations, and we are happy. We have good lives. Thank you so much. Today I want to start from the current situation in our state. Please, if you are watching me on the Facebook, the other side, it's difficult for you to see the video, except you look upward, because I am operating two channel now. I don't know how to say it in English. I don't know if this one is the other side, so I don't know. I have to check. Let us check. The two are working at the same time. I don't know. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. Please, if you are just joining us, please share this video. Share this video so that people can come in. I think that is the best way. You just share it. Good evening, good people of Biafrans and good people of Igudo family worldwide. Today, I want to start with the present news from Pharaoh Palace. And some people will be looking at me, in different ways. But what must be, except we use our hands to destroy our opportunity. What is happening to us today, it also happened to the children of Israelites. The Bible said the Israelites ran away from home. Before they came back, the Arabs occupied their home. Today, there is war in the Middle East. There's fight everywhere. So thank you. Before we continue, I first of all pray. I pray in the name of our God, the God of our forefather, the God of our ancestors, the God of mercy, the God of happiness, the God of everything, to grant me the peace and grant you the good health to listen to the word of God. We are evangelizing. Anytime we want to share the good news, we know the devil is not happy. The devil does not like good things. The devil must be bad, because we are men of freedom, men of peace, men of joy, and men of good thoughts. So today I want to talk about the reason why the Oba of Benin still remain in Abuja. As I speak to you now, the Oba of Benin is still in Abuja. The reason why the Oba of Benin still remain in Abuja is because about a few weeks ago, it was announced that the German authority are returning the artifacts, those bronze casting that the British took from Benin during the colonization of Nigeria. That is it. So now, please, it is too much. So now, what is going on right now is, we can still remember about a few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Few weeks ago, the Oba of Benin said in his palace that people are trying to hijack the money, the remuneration, the money the German authority are bringing. The Oba of Benin said people are trying to hijack the remuneration. If my English is not correct, in the name of God, please correct me. Reparation or reparation, I don't know. They said they want to repatriate those bronze casts. So when people were talking about, the Oba of Benin, They collect everything from Aba Palace. They collect American dollar. They collect diamonds. I have told you people time with that number that what they took from the Aba Palace was a bronze casting. And those bronze, the civilization of this bronze came from Ile-Ife. It was Oba Ogwola who sent somebody, Ewure, one man called Ewure, to Ile-Ife to learn what they call it in English, how to make this bronze. So what I'm trying to explain to you today is that you will see if the German people are returning diamonds. Please, I'm alive, okay? You're going to see if the German people are returning diamonds or gold or what they took. They didn't took anything. What they took just ordinary bronze. Bronze you can even find in a good street here. But people have been brainwashed to believe that they took diamonds, they took gold. There was no gold upon all the evil they perpetrated in that land. And I want to make it very clear today, those bronze that was taken by the British, and it was documented. I have a book, Benin, the City of Blood. If you want me to send it to you, I will send it to you. It's on PDF. Those bronze, they were using Urubo, Isoko, Igbo, Ijo, Ishan, those ethnic groups to worship those bronze. And those bronze, anytime the Oba of Benin die or their family die, they will make this bronze in the palace of the Oba of Benin and been using our indigenous people they meant in the land to worship those bronze. So I felt that the German authority have looked at it. What are we going to do with this bronze? These are nonsense. Today, the Oba of Benin is in what do you call that place in Abuja? What is he doing in Abuja? He is in Abuja. He's a greedy man. Maybe the Oba of Benin may be watching me. Please invite the Oba of Benin to come and watch me. Please, I beg you in the name of God, if you are watching my video, you always learn how to share it. As I speak to you now, the Oba of Benin is right in Abuja. Iranomiro follow Oba of Benin to Abuja. I was laughing at some people who were saying that Iranomiro never met his mother. Governor Baseki did not allow Iranomiro to see his mother. Governor Baseki, Iranomiro is a con man. Who invited Iranomiro to Nigeria? Some people were saying that I cannot go to Nigeria again. Benin is enemy of Oba. Who is the number one citizen of Edo State? I asked this question. The number one citizen of Edo State is the governor. Obaseki is the number one citizen of this state. Iranomiro, who have poured many insults on His Excellency, he have called the governor a gay. Not he have not called the governor. Iranomiro fly to Benin. He was there and he dwelled there. That very day, Iranomiro came out with Tony Kabaka. That very day, Iranomiro went to Benin. Iranomiro was in our palace. They restrict people from video. All video camera was turned down. On which invitation Iranomiro went to palace? Who invited Iranomiro to palace? But it saddened me in 21st century that some of our people are still ignorance. Iranomiro was in our palace. Iranomiro also went to Orunigbe. Iranomiro, who went to our palace, did not see his grandmother. Iranomiro is trying to deceive people. I am not fighting you, Iranomiro, but you must learn how to be truthful and honest with yourself. And I make it very clear. Nobody up to now. I'm still looking. I'm still trying to get the real information why Iranomiro. But I was told that it was Oba of Benin who invited Iranomiro to his palace to meet with him. But what I was trying to confirm, what was the motive behind Iranomiro going to the Oba palace? Or you all know that Obaze Obaze is aware that the Iranomigo is on Oba Palace, but he don't want to say anything similar to that side because the Oba. No, even Eddie Murphy, who is fooling himself on social media, Eddie Murphy have not come out to say, oh, Iranomigo, we are going to use to drink water. We are going to naked you. We are going to do this. As I speak to you now, Eddie Murphy have not seen anything about Iranomigo. I think they were portraying that Iranomigo is enemy of Oba. And when they were using Eddie Murphy to drink the oats, during that time, Tony Kabaka said that Okori Iranomigo no ike. Says remaining Iranomigo. Eh? Hello.
Ogiso
In real life, in real life.
Where
You are wrong, Baba. Where with me here? How is your head and your family?
Yes, I did fine. We want me okay, Meggie.
Congratulations, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Ìwọ̀n
Yeah,
ọmọ ọ̀nà yéé gbé kògì sò wá èyí dé o oge mame na gare wima owe ijesu sogi na gaga amaghị mi ede we ahịrị ya etaya we ọba sogi na ga amaghị ka we ọba oge soba na ga no oge mame na ga emi ga ihe agbo agbona oge a ga-egi oge bae oge mame na ga oge no so ede ka ya fi ewere ya ụgha atọ ọjị n'oge Ugato. That's your way. Yeah, like life.
100%. I'm fully healthy. I don't start work again.
Wow, I'm so very proud. When I call you, I knew you were at work. Maybe I see you.
Yes.
This is what we always pray for. Anybody who is with us will never die a shameful death because the God of our forefather loves good and we must benefit. Yeah, that's where would it be?
Okay. But
I thank you so much, and our families must be protected by the grace of God. So today, I want to continue from where I stop. If you are just joining me, we want to talk about the return of the Benin artifacts or the remuneration from Germany. For your information, as I speak to you right now, the Yoruba Benin is still in Abuja. The Benin people, some of them are so much scared upon the current exposure of the atrocity of the Yoruba Benin. People see scared. They think that is how it's going to be forever. You just come to Europe and stay for Europe for 40 years. You go to Benin as premium in dance, in a obituary or marriage. Is that how we're supposed to live? But nevertheless, I want to go straight to the points. The reason why I'm here this evening, I have to start from first and foremost from Iranomigo. Please just hold on. Iranomigo left Lagos. Iranomigo was invited from Lagos to Oba Palace. Tony Kabaka went straight to receive Iranomigo and they went to Oba Palace. From Oba Palace, Iranomigo went to Ronigbe, Abuja, to see his family. It's documented and it's documented. From that very day, I was told that Iranomigo left to Abuja or departed for Abuja alongside with the Oba of Benin with member policemen and Nigeria Army guiding Iranomigo. Because sometimes I continue to imagine that Iranomigo can travel to Nigeria and Nigeria army were guarding Iranomigo and Nigeria police. This is a man who said Dangote was sleeping with Governor Obaseki. Nothing happened to him. And the greatest surprise I'm having now, I brought my people. My greatest surprise now is that is Oba Abino aware that Iranomigo have deformed the governor? Is the Oba Abino aware that Iranomigo deformed the number one citizen of Edo State? That is what we are saying now, that the Oba Abino is supporting Iranomigo. I want to make it very clear who is behind this Iranomigo. Governor Royeke, it is the Oba Abino. And it's very clear because you saw Tony Kabaka, the way he's working for the Oba. If they want to kill somebody, if they want to do any wrong, any rubbish, the person that will carry out the mission. Tony Kabaka, you saw how he went to Prince Okoro house, how he went to Skimi house and destroy Skimi properties. He did all sorts of evil. And today he's crying under the mango tree for people to come and sorry for him. Iranomigo was in Abuja. I don't know if Iranomigo have left Abuja. Or I was told about a few days ago that Iranomigo is in Abuja. Whether he have left to United Kingdom. Iranomigo is in Abuja. Abatobaze should stop lying that Iranomigo was running from Lagos to Abuja. Iranomigo was in Benin. Was in Nova Palace. And Iranomigo also went to with Nigeria Army and Nigeria Police protecting Iranomigo all the way. Nothing happened. So how about just coming out? So that's what happened. So the question I'm asking now is that why? What is here? Why? What is the reason why Oba Benin is supporting Iranomigo? I was told today that they have another plan. They want Iranomigo to go through what Dimofi went through. They will naked Iranomigo. Iranomigo will drink water. They will use Iranomigo to drink the water. Then the next thing Iranomigo, then the governor will just say, okay, they have used it. So the question I'm asking now is that, let me say it in a broken English. They say the plan, what they plan, and say they want to use Iranomigo, come they drink water, they will come but drive up for palace. Like the way they drive at the Murphy Palace, arrange. They will arrange it like that. They will arrange it to look like, say, hey, Iranomigo are shameless man, blah blah blah. But what is the meaning of this? About Benin, I don't know what. I don't even know which community we are. I don't know. What is our problem? What a problem, Orima? When Iranomigo was in Benin, I was told the governor never even cared about Iranomigo. I was told that the governor main problem now is how to fix the states, how to leave a legacy, because you all know, according to the history of the land, that the great grandfather of the governor was the first administrator of that state, but it's not been written. They block it. When the white men came to our land, the man who was next to the governor, like the administrator, he was form of deputy governor. That is, let me just say, the governor of the state. It was Arugbedi is in his name. Arugbedi is the father of the governor. Please hold on 1 second. He was the father of the governor, Obaseki. But today, who is saying anything about the father, the father of the governor? All they are saying, Oba talk by Oba was he fight war to Ghana. He fought war to Sierra Leone. He fought war to Egypt. And there is a place called Edo in what do you call it in Japan. He's the one who owns that place. It was very having an empire. Where did the empire come from? It saddened me that up in this 21st century, we still have people who are still living in the what do you call this minority. There was one idiot who used to come in from America telling me that the people of Japan they are is from a that idiot. I'm going to blow that fool. Maybe it's being sponsored by all those over. So I don't want to go far away from my points. So today I want to show you uh the white men who came to Benin, who came to Nigeria about the what do you call it?
The ambassador of France to Nigeria.
We come to acknowledge the loss Nigeria is suffering from. And we testify our willingness to proceed to the restitution of those objects and to take the opportunity that restitution cannot simply be the return following exile, but that it must draw on the well of new energy and meanings which those objects have produced in the world and will continue to produce after their return. And we want to emphasize that the time has come to reinvent the museum as a realization of networks and energies.
I want to assure the federal government and the German government that for us in Edo State, we don't take our culture and heritage lightly. And we as a government have committed to supporting the process to its fullest and to make sure that when these works are finally eventually returned, they find a safe, secure place to be displayed in Edo. We also want to use this as an opportunity to request once again that all nations, all countries that have our works should now take the cue from what the Germans have done and begin the process of repatriating these works back to their native land.
You see, that was the governor of our Edo State and His Excellency Governor Noah Baseki speaking. So you see, that was the German representative speaking. So we are just talking about lecture. See, the truth of the matter is that the Oba of Benin is sitting in Abuja now, waiting for the repatriation of the bronze the British took away in 1897. But actually, this is a museum. The Oba of Benin is so dumb. It's an illiterate. This man is not even an educated man. He's a fool. But it's saddened me in 21st century, most of our people are still queuing up to stupidity. And you see what the governor just said. Governor, I love you so much. What the governor said is, this thing will be returned and they are going to find a safe place. They will build a safe place for those bronze. According to what I know in education, this have to do with National Museum and Monuments. Most of our people are not educated and they don't want to know what's called education. They just want to say, oh, Oba Abini owns land from here to Canada. He owns land from here to Mumuriti. What they said is now is that there's what we call National Museum and Monuments. I think I have to educate some of our elite Binumis bloods and the Godomigodos among our people. See, National Museum and Monument, this is have to do with the federal government. They are repatriating it to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, according to they call it zoo. We're talking about administratively. They are not repatriating it to the Oba. We have a government in place in Edo State. Then the federal government accordingly have to set up a committee, and the committee have to liaise with the state governments. I don't understand. The Oba said that is interested about the money. That money will kill your head. See, do you see what this man is a stupid man? They say they want to bring how many millions of dollars? How many million? But a man, a quick everywhere. Are you not? You're not satisfied with money. Very stupid. You are collecting millions of naira from local governments. He say cricket will use the hand to dig. They go the dig grave. Now he will bust it belly. Na cricket. So what we're trying to say, let me just go on English level. They want to repatriate those bronze that were taken by the British, sold to the German government in 1897. Okay, now the federal government, in collaboration or in conjunction with the state government and non-governmental organization, NGO, liaising on how to repatriate those artifacts to Nigeria. The Oba Abini is so dumb and daft that the German authority should return it to the Oba. I've never seen foolish people like this. The Oba Abini is not interested about the bronze because that was rubbish. They made it in the room. The remuneration, that is the when you keep something so long for many years. So the German government, German is the richest largest economy in Europe. So they have billion, trillion dollars. So now they want to give money to the federal government, just like how Ibori loot was returned. So in response now, when they are bringing this money, they will give this money to what do you call it? Wayata English. They will give this money to federal government. This money will pass through the federal museum and monuments. Federal museum and monuments. So now, and with the NGO, the money, they said how many millions of dollars? I don't know whether it's 50 million. I don't know how many dollars. The money is approximately billion. Now, if you wouldn't know where, I think when I say the Oba Bini doesn't care about anything. He's so much interested about money. So if you're just watching, they say they want to bring this thing to Nigeria. So according to what the government was saying just now, that is a due process. When this thing are being brought to Abuja, then the federal government is going to hand over this thing to the state government. And the state government is going to liaise with the relevant authority like the NGO. Are you stupid? So you were expecting this money that will be brought from what do you call it? The European German authority. They should come and give you the money. How do you know when so they said they want to bring the money. The Oba just went to go and sit there in Abuja. So if they bring the money, we just go there and Oba, or yeah, give me the money. Now me get the bronze. Now see illiteracy and stupid. Maybe this video you will watch it, you will have your stupid sense will remove it out from your head. Since all those days, he have been trying to meet with Buhari in Abuja. He's been there. That is what is presently going on in Abuja. You see? And Iranomigo was also with the Oba Abini in Abuja. The question I'm asking now is that Iranomigo, we are from the same local government. I'm not fighting you. What is your purpose? What is your mission? What is mission whether? What is the Iranomigo mission in Abuja? Just look what happened the other time. What happened the last time was very simple. It was very clear. Oba Abini instructed Iranomigo. Iranomigo came out publicly through Nigerian newspaper. He tendered public apology to President Buhari and Captain Usa. And what do you call the other one? National Museum, National Commission. It's called National Commission on Museum and Monuments. You see, I want to interpret that place very well. Yeah, they be interpreted. Say, yet a woman at time. Even above your very net if you have your wait, let me see what's okay. Even above your very net have bronze in have your have mo ni have your go a keke ni have your yeah. But it's so in African views on the Germany war. It's only having a Germany war in a Germany do again where there is no need of using all these things because they are not advanced in it. And if you have your I'll tell you about Akivi Anabi I only Iguemo that is Igonga yati one man. We good no ya wo we don't even ya we. So ave bronze ni yati Iguemo. Mo ni yati mo ni. Iwana gbera agbele yo. Ma ibi robo ibi soko ibi jo ibi godo ìyẹn wẹ ìyèsè ayébísè ẹzẹsẹ ìmàní kótẹ yorùbá rẹ ìyẹn ìyèsè ẹyìn azẹsẹ ọviọba ọwẹ ọviẹmọ ẹmúnú náà kọmọ ẹnọ nya ìyẹn wá gbá mi ọviẹmọ agáhìn ìyẹn gba ọviẹmọ hìn so ìmẹbi gbé ìwọ mẹbi náà gbọn náà yẹ ìràn ọsẹ náà ọmọ mi ìlàdìyàn wẹ ọbẹbí pé ó tọ wọba ọviọba yẹn hìn kí yẹn kẹ mọ ní ẹbíẹ ọviọba ẹyìn àhìn wàá mi náà gbọn náà yẹ ìràn ọsẹ náà ke dame we imani bum nya fi enwe fo ya mwe fo bo ma yu we e no ke na u ke ga we mi ne ge bi se na ke ni ma be we omo so ma e we he e be imi dani amu ke te yo ba re ya ha mi ma we I fi so ba I wan so ba Ogiso ba iya do ba gi e wo na o yẹn kan náà ògì èrí sọba ó ní mí nìbò ògì àmì ẹ ti sọba so ìmọ̀ náà ìdòkà mi abẹ náà wẹ ìfẹ́rò ní fẹ́rò yìí wò gbèsè àmọ́ mi àdọ̀ ayé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà so ẹ̀rẹ̀sẹ̀ ìmọ̀ya là ẹ̀kẹtẹ̀ orí mọ́nẹ̀ so ìmọ̀ yìí ẹ̀ bí ọ̀nà ọ̀zẹ́fẹ́ ọmọ mẹ́wọ̀n ẹ̀ náà bí ìdòkà mu wá níbi gòdò wá náà nìyí ìwé ọba ọ̀sán ló bá wá ogi osanimaga wawe mio na ya ni wa sotesan we mi bisa no kwenye igbino ba de a kwenye igbino ya kenzwa o kwenye abanya gbon ba eti dini na kwenye sotesan ojifo oni ogifo ya kwenye wa mi ni ya kwenye sotesan na àmì ọ̀nà kwenye ebe ni enyoriani enyayo yowani enye gwe when tiri sana when mi sana we am aburime isemede omenini akwene we mi sana de no kwenye ni enima gbani we ọba ọnyagbọn we mikini na kwenye butesa we ọba nyagbọn enini na ni awe ya kwenye ni enye ni yoba ye ire ya we yo salobwa e we mai salobwa ya we ọnwa no we ke te yoba ire na we giri no we do na obu na we giri no we do agba oge obi oromia usa o enye ewe madu aga ọmọnà ọrọ arioma humanity stream ni ọmọnà gbọn rai usawuswan ọwọ usawuswan mi nọrọ wume wàá ní ẹyà rẹ do wa ó ní mú fídíò rẹ máa wáyà mọ ẹbí sùn ní ènìyàn yẹn ìsẹfún nọ tẹ ẹdọ náà yà kéré ó tẹ yorùbá èmi ò yẹ ká mú wá gẹ́gẹ́ ẹgbẹ ìbọn dídọ wá sùn ní ènìyàn sọ ènìyàn sọ bùn ìmọ̀ ní kí ó tẹ yorùbá rẹ yẹn wọ́n yà rí orí ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ máa wẹ̀rẹ̀ náà o ìfámílì mi mẹ́rin ti kanu kó tẹ yorùbá rẹ̀ ìfámílì ẹlẹ́mà tẹ yorùbá yẹn kiri ìfámílì dẹ́gẹ́mà tell Yoruba yan kiri. A family oni edigi Naija watch ebi Yoruba yan ebi Yoruba. Yan say imale ti le yan agun yan ko tell Yoruba lo. E Fulani bi ta we futa jale yan kiri. That do ikinu kiri bi ta ikinu kiri. E ga si abagbe naje. A ti ikina kiri asion. So ni me ere do ita mo wa na kiri we. Iyan bu no ko tell Yoruba re ma ni o ha ni me do ta na. But in the any time wa kiri we. E na wa vi o day. A government, Vati government Okaiwo, Arioba, but yan gbe ma pe gbe bo vie. Emi ya fe na wa yan Yoba. Anari Okaiwo. Ma mie Okagbe, Okaiwo, Okaile. Oni Okaiwo. Obere Okaiwo ya fe Okaiwo redo oni governor. But aye fie we na Arioba. But we Arioba wo we bi tu we bi yemu we ya we. Wo Arioba. Dinori Arioba we na Arioba, Okweoba, Ohuoba, Iya, Bosunu, Oba Yagbon, Oba Etin, Igbinoba, also in short. But maybe no why I mean man be fear we be lads we are obo. We are isoko. I think you win your toss on your bielian. What's it in there when you need any me when ya. Boy anyway. Uji meaning where respect or what's a manaya when Ademola di me where me makote you bad me when Ademola in another me no. So no. So what I'm trying to explain is that my brothers and my sister, I am still on my knee begging you people to wake up. This is how it was done in the Bible when Jesus Christ was begging his own Jewish people to wake up. Most of them say they want to remain slave forever. It also happened according to the Bible, in the time of Pharaoh. When Moses was telling the Israelites, said, "Let us be free, let us go." No. They told Pharaoh, Moses, no. We are just okay like this. We are enjoying slavery, and we believe that slavery is going to favor us, and we are going to be part of slave forever. That is what they were saying. They were saying all those things. They want to be part of slavery. But what are we seeing today? Is very simple and it's very clear. And it's clear. And I've said it. The Oba of Benin should come back and leave Abuja. What are you doing in Abuja? Are you the Oba of Abuja? Idiots. What are you doing there? Even when Oba, the man is not contented. I'm even hearing rumor now that the state government, out of all the government reserve in Edo State, the state government is trying to even retrieve some of the land, which Oba of Benin and his families, Egbokpa, Yoruba, they hold the whole people of our land hostage. If not people like us who came out at the appropriate time, the Oba of Benin could have also extend his land grab to Isha. It is step by step. You saw what happened in the Ijaw land now. You remember the other time when he said he owns Gelegele, he owns Ikoro, he owns the whole land. He wanted to go and plant his brother as a Nogi in Ikoro. That man was beaten up and they naked him. They wanted to kill them and throw them into the river. It's one of their elder who told them, please don't kill them. Because of our ignorance, we allowed this type of foreigner. And they said, some people, they said they want to remain slave forever to the Oba. But for people like me, I will never be slave to this type of people. If my father was a slave to that bastard, where they don't know where they come from, look at what they are saying now. They said they are the one who gave birth to Oduduwa. And when They went to Ile-Ife. What did they tell them in Ile-Ife? They say, welcome home, our son have come. Their son, Ado, the children of Ado. Who is Ado? Or the son of Oromio. So that is what we are asking them. In Europe, everybody is answering their father names. If you look at the Ogiamians that have ruled the land right from the time of Ogiso, apart from when they started adding Igbineweka, started infiltrating these names. Go and check the name of the Ogiso. Do you see any Yoruba name inside? You saw when I was reading it yesterday, the names of all the Oba from Neweka to this Ewure, all are Yoruba names, and they have meaning. When I called Imaswen, I was asking Imaswen, confronting him, please, we want to know the meaning of Akenzwa. We want to know the meaning of Ewedo. We want to know all those Obas. They are all Yoruba. And another thing I want to also put our people today that when I grew up, I was born in Benin in 1970 something, in the late 70s. Okay, I was taken to village in Oremo local government in 1984. When in 1984, when we sit down outside, when we see our elders, some of our senior brothers in the communities, they will come, they will be sharing the history of Ogiso. All of us will sit down, we're talking about the history of our ancestor Ogiso. Nobody have ever taught us any history about Oba, how he went to America, how he killed George Washington. He put his son there to become president. He went to what do you call that place? Tokyo. There's a place called Edu. He was the one who found that place, and he put his son there to become and just when they were fooling themselves. And people were some ignoramus were queuing up to this type of idea. But today, people like us will remain stand and will remain firm and will continue to defend our identity. The worst they can do to a human in this world is to make you lost your identity. Your identity is your dignity. So if our father made mistake by allowing that alien who is a wicked Pharaoh to destroy our race, scatter us all over the world, today I'm urging the general public to have a sense of rethink. But the only thing I think that I will be remembered of is today I don't see any place in Germany here where they want to break cola. They will say, oh, we want to break cola nuts. Is there any Benin here? They say, hey, I'm a Benin. And that's nonsense. Because if you see that type of thing that is taking place, you know these are cowards. They say birds of the same feather flies together. Because in the 21st century now, have you ever seen all those Asian people in the community in the present day, since we have started this program, said, we want to break cola in Uromi, and a Benin man here, that Benin man, I will order them to use slap to finish his eye. You have to come and identify, explain what is the meaning of Benin. And before you come and tell us, how come, where do you get that fact from? You will break the collar, but you must tell us the history, the reason why you are a senior to all of us. How come you become senior to us? A 70 years old man, you that 25 years old, then you are now senior to 70 years. So you must explain. Let's everything have meaning, even my name have meaning. So you must tell us the meaning. If you cannot tell us the meaning, then you go and tell the Oba. So people should discontinue themselves from that nonsense, that rubbish. So today, I want to speak to the Oba of Benin, Oba Ewure II. Oba Ewure, I am asking you, what are you doing in Abuja? Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you the only one who is smoking drug? I know some traditional rulers who smoke cocaine in Nigeria. Eh? They have many big men who smoke cocaine. Why is your own so different? Because those Ewure, those dirty pig, they just tell you about talk they just need that. You think you are truly gods. They're hailing you second gods, and you just believe, oh, you are the second god. Today, who is now with you? Since the beginning of this year, His Excellency Governor Godwin Obaseki have not entered the palace. Well, remember what you did during that time. Let me show you the video where you said that Obaseki family were the betrayer. They betray your useless ancestor, father. Let me show you the video where you were saying all those nonsense. I want to show you this video where I remember that time now.
We had some memorable times. The end of his tenure. People were asking me who was going to take over from what he has been doing so well, that people have been admiring him for, and so on and so forth. And then I brought this to his notice. I asked him, this is what people are asking me, that I should please ask you. So, who do you have in mind to propose, not to impose, but to propose? That was what I asked him. His reply was, Your Royal Highness, I'm still thinking about it. When I'm ready, I will come and let you know. I hope you don't mind, Your Excellency, me speaking out on this now, because of the way things are going. Now, eventually, 2-3 weeks or so later, he came back to me, came to my residence, said, Your Royal Highness, that question you asked me, I've thought it through. This is my position. And again, I won't give details of those analyses. I will spare you details of the analysis you gave to me. But some of you already know about it. He analyzed 3 candidates, 3 potentials, or if they were, I don't know if they were even potentials, but he brought them out one by one, each one. At the end of it, zeroed in on the incumbent governor, and that is the one that he has. That is the one he has chosen. So I kept looking at him. I want all of you to know today, even the incumbent governor, when Oshomole, His Excellency Comrade Oshomole, mentioned that all the reasons why it must be Obaseki or not, nobody else. He gave all the strong reasons, all the strongest reasons in the world why it must be Obaseki. He's the chairman of the economic team at that time. I said nothing.
Man, listen up. The Oba of Benin said, just imagine, even though some made my brother, my own brother, God not let my brother do something, my brother, maybe my grandfather kill somebody. So because my grandfather killed somebody now, so that syndromes, or what you call it in English, will still be with me, that because my grandfather killed person, I know if he become governor again, or not if he become local government chairman. I think you see how these people are so stupid. Look at what the Yoruba is saying with his mouth. Or Adam Imnota. He say he keep quiet. Who are you? Are you crazy? He keep quiet. Then anyone can talk how you father you are a very stupid human being. How you take betray? Now you say you in Abuja now trying to beg President Buhari that Obaseki is not recognizing you. It's not sharing the allocation with you. Then you should come honor the allocation. About Obaseki we go ladia. I don't know we na it. We go and you fight for human rights. Ego we na ego. A governor Baba wa kona. Here we o ma be available we ati the governor. You we am we governor. Anywhere belle face we him. Right way na kana we gwa yo ihe ga-afili ebo stone wee gwa ihe ga-agbanyete gbili ya wa sisi ke ya we malada do gwa di unle. Look at what this man is saying. Please, I want people to see it. Wadam yo. Muna see what the Yoruba need to talk. See your ancestor, that is the grandfather. Na betray a family, never seek for God.
Your Excellency, Comrade Shomole, I want you to answer. Did I say any word about it? Did I say anything against it? I kept quiet. I was not against his selection. I was not against his imposition. I thought he was going to make a proposal, but he made an imposition. So I kept quiet. I said no word, nothing. He was surprised I didn't utter a word. At the end of it, got up. I got up to escort him out to his car at that time. Halfway, he stopped and turned around to me. Your Highness, when I mentioned his successor, that I didn't say anything. Said I didn't say anything. That when he mentioned it to some other people, they were against it. Many people were criticizing him for it, for the choice.
Okay.
Many people were against it. Even some members of the royal family were against it.
So the Yoruba need talk. We say member of his Oromiyan family were against Obaseki. And they are the same member of this family, and they are the ones selling the whole land we did for those houses. What hang here for? What it's all here for, ne? No, Tony and I bill what, even here bill side what you Tony. We're going to use your former the human sacrifice I use or say do. Even have you while we are well. We're still going to use you people for the human sacrifice. And the way you people use our ancestors for human sacrifice, we also use people for that human sacrifice. What that what? Ihe wa pare di ebi oba mahi manya do obanya do ihe akweni ni magba uwa meme mo afi ni mo ni no ni owe ni egbi ani gbere ovie wa hi hime na ke na pa from today go anybody who saying that they owns those Lebinu family they are going to be our slaves of Yorima wa henga say in family they say they don't now your family na uwa eruwa magba you are a madman. Ogiamie onya ogiri maga Ogiso no we all your we oyoku hin wa sun we that mo we all by no here ya majesty you are a fool. Where do you get no majesty from? Go dey not be so boy idiot.
That they told him the history of Obaseki family and so on and so forth, what they did to the royal family, what they did to Benin and so on and so, which many of you are aware of. And how they wrote out these things. They look here, Obalosa, here you see what. Sayanga Pepe, Diana, we have a debate with anyone. But on Oregon, I tell you so like Diana. Because you will swing on the Memorial and Hill. Now, he now told me He said, but when I mentioned who my successor is going to be to your Royal Highness, your Royal Highness did not say anything. Your Royal Highness did not express any opinion. I hope you will recall all this our conversation.
Yeah, see, even though the whole world forgets, thank God these things on records. It's on YouTube. Me, I will see how you get money that you go clean all those things come up for YouTube. So these are the reason why I'm calling on Governor Obaseki. Please, despite that the Oshomole Obabini frustrated all effort of Oshomole. Anybody who go with Obabini, that person must be frustrated. I face Oba, I want Oba, I want to. You see these things. And I called Oshomole that time. I told Oshomole, please, don't do this. Oshomole never listened to me. If Oshomole have listened to me in the beginning, all these things will not happen to Oshomole today. I called Oshomole personally, say, Oshomole, Biegbe de Pharaoh, Omari. I called Oshomole. He listen. He not listen. Omari. He not listen. I call Oshomole that time of phone, say, I beg Oshomole. I even can't call her for public, say, this Oba, even privately, I call that man. I don't want to say, but I just call her for public, say, Oshomole, allow this governor. I call Oshomole privately, say, this Oba, Oshomole not listening. I don't want to speak good the other secret side. Oshomole never listening to me. What is going on today now? Huh? This is my conversation with Oshomole on allow the governor to be. Somebody you produce, say, oh, you nominated, say, this is your governor.
Hello, comrades. Good evening, sir. Sir, I called you Abuja. I come from Germany, sir. My father. Good evening, sir.
Who is calling?
I'm calling you. My name is Ewure. I'm calling from Germany, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir. Sir, I called you in respect of your brother, your son, Governor Obaseki. We want you to forgive him and take him as your son. Baba, please, sir. Please. We want you to take your son, your brother, Governor Obaseki. We want settlement, sir. Baba, we go in Europe. We want settlement between you and your son.
Are you not virtually in Abuja? You say anything about it?
No, sir, but we all are seeing what is going on. No, sir.
No. That's not getting to this. You better get people who are trying to tell you what he's doing.
We will also call him, sir.
Listen to me.
Okay, sir.
No, I have no benefit in there. I'm not going to become again. I help it to be. It is my shame if it is. But unfortunately, he doesn't want to reach to anyone, so you rather talk to him.
We will do that one today, sir. Tomorrow, sir.
Don't talk to an old man. So and then you stop talking to your rascally younger one.
Nah, he will come to you tomorrow, sir. The governor is coming to you.
I just ask him not to find it with something. I have only one vote, but it doesn't make sense if he's picking down people. So you watch what he's doing, attacking people, putting bomb at people. So is that how to win election?
No. He's coming to you.
Not the hypocritical, right? James is more done.
Yes, sir.
Our tolerance is about persuasion.
Yes, sir.
You don't crush your electorate, don't attack your prayer.
Yes.
So you are young, you know how politics is done. People can treat it as people, you don't resort to violence among your own party members. People are in opposition, don't do this.
Yes.
So that's what I tell you to do. So talk to me, man.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, so now you are in the sir. He's coming to meet you tomorrow, sir. The governor is coming. The governor will come tomorrow to meet you. We want to see everything settled. He will come.
I think your best friend is to go to other people, other party leaders who will fight him. There are people in the media who will call them and ask them what is going on. Hear from them, they will tell you their version. It's not about me at all.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Maybe I'm going to become a teacher because I agree to him not to fight people. What do you think I will do? Am I going to become like him?
No. But you have done a great job.
People don't laugh at me.
That's true.
So if you are calling me, you wouldn't invest anything. I invest my integrity. You know the brother, if you write a reply and tell me and say, it's not an employer, this man is a good man. I will my honor employ him. He will be productive, he will be faithful, he will be reliable, he will be loyal to your company. And you know, and you get employment. Don't you have to ensure that he doesn't pay his employers?
Right, so there's something I want to ask.
If the employer, do you have any joy? The employer will be accepting him. Will you be happy?
No. So the only thing,
why do you think I would have any joy? Even
there's still room for
so I don't have any joy. The thing is, talk to him. Don't directly appeal to me. You should do it. This is not the time. Talk to the other people who is attacked. Tell me. Even today, let's talk to the airport. The block people coming to Benin. Those things, I just keep stay out of it. So, I don't even know who you are, but whatever it is, just be assured that I have nothing to gain from the governor not succeeding, because I take my integrity and reputation to market him, go to do it if you want. Even though you talk about the public history of betrayal, I said no, there is a new one. So, please talk to him, eh?
Okay, sir.
You see, the talk for there. We say the family being betrayer. What concern family with an individual? It is only this Oba and their fake information that they say that this family is not a good family. This family is the good family. I don't understand. What do you understand by family? Are you crazy? This family is not from Oba family. It's a slave family. This one, they don't have anybody. Family Oba. This era is going to be over. That is what they are doing. Am I aware? Why do? See, my brothers. So I don't want to stay more long. I just want to go straight. Look at what the Oba Bini said that time with his spouse. Even when he's in brother, but you know that way I fear where a no give for what I idiot me. Let me say it once and for all. You are a fool. You say it out from all now. Say the governor is a betrayer family. It is the betrayer family who's not the governor now. That's what I want to beg the governor now. Say, Governor Obaseki, please, sir. My beg for you now is that we want to see that you lay a very good structure and you work. Even at 2 years, you still work. We see Chris Ngige of Anambra State. He worked for 2 years. But the work we work for 2 years, past governor, we work for 15 years for Anambra State. And we want street lights to on, number one. The other time you said you are going to on the street light, but the street light is not yet on. I don't know whether they do wrong job for Ologbo. We don't know what is going on. It is time the street light have to be working. But on the area of security, I saw the video that was going viral today. In the video, they said there were policemen inside. Mr. Governor, I know it's not the resources is not so much available. I am happy with that. Those vigilantes, they have to be checked because now those Oba families, they are using vigilante to be collecting land, selling land. In short, I don't know what is going on. So I know everybody's calling you governor. Please help us. Because if we are being deported home now, we will say something is happening to us, who will they hold discussion with is you, the governor of our states. If they hold discussion with the federal government, they will refer us to our states. If they are in the recent, if they are really deporting people, where are they deporting them? Are they deporting to Zamfara states? Are they going to deport to Adamawa states? In the recent, they're supposed to have a flight that is taking people from anywhere they are deporting it to your states. That is all our problem lies in our states. A woman, I want to marry. But now, in 2 years' time, we will not have land for agriculture again. Mr. Governor, please, apart from only retrieving those forest reserve from those Oba family, governor, will you create up a committee? All those useless or kaigele or cow, that is what is going on now. Or kaigele or cow or this, that. I want to show you a video. Before I show you this video, I just want to first of all address the Oba of Benin. Oba of Benin, Oba of Ile Binu. So we have two people in Benin, in that Edo state, in Benin City, which is Igodomigodo City. We have two people that are living there. In our language, we said Edone Ewe Godomigodo, Edone Ile Binu. We have the people of Ile Binu. So today, I want to make it very clear, and I want to state it very clear. I am not a Benin man, and I am not an Ile Binu man. I have checked all my identity, my history. I am not from the family from Ile-Ife. We have different type of people in that land. We have people who their ancestors came from Yoruba land, which is Ile-Ife. And we are not at war with Ife people. These people who came from Ile-Ife, they are called Ile-Ibinu. If you see in our language, say, Edonewe Ile-Ibinu, Edonewe Godomigodo. I know somebody is with me there. So when you are attributing your identity to Ile-Ibinu, please ask your father if you are from the Ile-Ibinu. Ask very well if you came. And we're not fighting them. But the only thing we are trying to, the only thing we want now is that we are trying to let the government that the type of administration they established 700 years ago, Okao. Now they say they have Okao. Like Igobazua, they have been appointed somebody there, say it's called Okao. But the question I want to ask now, what is the meaning of those rubbish? Okao, Okayele. I was watching the Kola. They are even fighting for a Nogi. But all those things are nonsense, stupid. See, if I were to own power as a governor, all those Okao, Okayele, what do you call those bastard or what in city, Nogi, who they sell land. I'm going to bring all of them. King. If I want to flog them, and they are here now for flog them. Our ancestral land, where our children would grow meat, they make farm. Now they sell. Now they sell and they go. Now go back palace, now they take judgments. I don't know who empowered the Oba Benin. Oba Benin is not the judiciary. We have 3 tiers of government, and we have 3 arms of government. The 3 tiers of government we have the federal, state, and local governments. We have 3 organs of government. We have a legislative arm of government. Legislative arm of government is the body that make law. This is a House of Assembly. I don't know whether Oba Benin belongs to this very organ of government where they make law. How will some people? You see, we have the what do you call it? Judiciary. I'm asking this question: is Oba Benin a judge, or is the chief judge? It's not there. Where are people so foolish and not going to Obapala to go and be taking judgment? They say the judgment stands. How can the judgment stand? Oba Benin is not recognized in law. What we know about government, when I was in secondary school, I was taught what is government. And government was very easy for the definition. Like in my community, a community, just like a village, when people coming together to discuss, to make laws, and to choose leader, who to lead them. As a government, they are from a government. And government, in the instance, will be defined as a process in which a group of people come together, make laws, and share power among themselves. This is government. Where is the functions of the Oba Benin side? We have government in Edo State, and because of our illiteracy among our people, so people are so what they have in Edo State, some idiot will call me on the phone and telling me that Oba Benin, the governor is very small for Oba Benin. The Oba Benin is the governor is Ija. What do we know about the hierarchy, the person? If you want to mention the first class, the first citizens of the state, number one citizen of the state, we were told according to the education, is the governor of the state. The deputy governor follow. The speaker of the House of Assembly followed by the chief judge of the state. Talking about the secretary to the government of the states and all those people. In the local government, all those the chairman, we have vice chairman. But will you not show me where is the position of the Oba there? How can somebody who is not recognized in law will be passing a judgment? People are going to pass. So you know why? You say our people suffer because of lack of knowledge and illiteracy. The problem we are having in Edo State is because not the whole Edo State, that Binu Mumu among the inside the Godomigodo. The people are so cowards. Coward is the order of the day. Mumurits. That's why the government have to come in. We have governments. Who is the government? Number one citizen, the governor of Obaseki. Some Mumu, all those primary school dropouts, they will call you. Oba Benin is the second after Kuna of England. Is this? So if you don't understand the functions of the Oba Benin, let me just explain it. Please share this video. When I was in secondary school, in SS1, BGS3, they taught us in school, or we even read in the government textbook, and this is what we read. We have a monarchy system of government. That is monarchical system of government. A monarchy system of government is a system of government whereby a king or queen is the head of state. That's what we know about. So, Mama, wait, I carry your phone now. What we know about, I want to enlighten some of the primary school dropouts among here watching. See, what do we have in Edo State? Is it, let me define it again. What is monarchy? A monarchy system, a monarchy could be defined as a process in which a king or queen is the head of government. Then we have a type of monarchy. We have absolute monarchy and constitutional monarchy. Does the Oba Benin belongs to these two? No, he doesn't belong to anyone from these two. I don't know if some people understand what I am saying. Absolute monarchy is a system of government whereby the king is the head of state and also the head of government. The only country that practice absolute monarchy is Saudi Arabia, Kuwait. Which other country practice this type of government? Now Arab country, then they practice all those one Arab. Now they just rule everywhere. Now them, you see, that is absolute. There's one another called a constitutional monarch. The type of constitutional, the country they operate, the country that operates constitutional monarch government is Britain. It's a system whereby the king or queen will be the head of state, while the prime minister will be the head of government. British have constitutional monarch system of government, but those fools are comparing Britain and the Oba Benin. Are some people so stupid? The Oba Benin doesn't belong to this category. I don't know if people understand English, or I should. Some people let me know. I don't know if there's mine at a school where. Let me use my language or mix it with broken English. When we did school, they teach us what they call monarchy system of government. Monarchy system of government and government now type of government where we say now king will come become the ruler of the lands. But they see two type of these governments of king or queen made the rule. These two type they called one absolute. Absolute means say na the rule everywhere. Na go in short everywhere. Na anything we talk na be final. As of assembly, no one no na all those are not meaning no the na just continue. That one are absolute. Now that type of government na they happen for Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, so those Arab countries. The other one they call constitutional monarchy. That one are the one where they have for England, Thailand. Now constitutional monarchy. Will be say they will get the king or queen will be the president. They will occupy the ceremonial president. They sometimes they will allocate some power to him or her. You understand? Like in England, they have head of governments. The British Prime Minister Boris Johnson is the head of what do you call it? The head of governments. While the Queen of England is the head of states. So the running of the affair of the country will be run by the what do you call it? The head of government. That is the Prime Minister. While the president will be the ceremonial, and some power will also be allocated to the president, like to dissolve the parliament and so on. Depends on how they form their the power. It's constitutional. The right hand. It's called constitutional. But from this Ile Binu Mumu, that is the question I'm asking. Is that where do you have? Why are you comparing the Oba of Benin with the Queen of England, who is constitutional recognized? I don't know if somebody is understanding what I am saying now. Constitutionally recognized. The country work with constitution. Abi? Okay. Let us come back to Edo State. Do Edo State have constitution? No. What do we have is Nigeria constitution written by the Fulani 1999 constitution? Where do you see inside Nigeria constitution that the Oba of Benin is the head of states or is the governor of states? I don't understand. It's not documented, it's not written. With what the question now we're asking us now, we move past for the whole world, say we don't understand education. The way might be that woman. No, I'm not asking these things. Where is the power? The 1999 constitution recognized presidential system of government written by the Fulani, favored by the Fulani and for the Fulani. That is the big power to the Fulani, to themselves. Create many local government from the land. They make everything to favor them. But it's never written inside that place that the Oba of Benin is the majesty. And I want to make it very clear today that those people who have education understand what I mean. The Oba of Benin is not a king. The Oba of Benin is not what? A king. The Oba of Benin is a traditional ruler. Traditional ruler. And the Oba of Benin, there is no power allocated to him to make him the paramount ruler of Edo State. For what now? To rule who? What we have in Edo State is called Edo State Council of Traditional Rulers. I am speaking from my own way of education. I understand the education. So what we know about Edo State is like Edo State Council of Traditional Rulers. Council traditional rulers. They have first class and second class. And first class traditional rulers is supposed to be a Lawore of Usen. Lawore of Usen is first class. Onojo of Urum is first class. Ogiamia, which the Oba Benin have denied for many years. Now they bring him when while blocking. The Ogiame is on the run. I heard that the Ogiame His Royal Highness is in Lagos hiding. Many times they are even trying to use vigilante, this new vigilante now, the Mizobo, to go kill him. There was nowhere to be found. Anytime they have tried, now they're even trying to use court order. Maybe they assassinate and say they resist arrest, maybe they kill him. This type of things many things are going on. Odoba Benin is committing evil in the land. That is not even enough. Let me just explain the traditional rulers. Council of Traditional Rulers, Edo State Council of Traditional Rulers. They are doing it in a government house. Olaworo of Usa is a first class. Ogiame is a first class. Onojo of Irumi, Otaro of Auchi, Ogineni, what do you call it? Another one. Many of them. One of Wempawano, Olodiama for Ijo. These people are first class. They have another one in Egbema. They have almost about 5 in Ijo community from Edo State. These are first class, recognized. Onojo of what do you call this? Enya. Onojo of what do you call Onojo of toilets? Every with mama. Onojo of Ologbo. Those ones that are selling people's land. They are not documented in a gazette. Am I recognizing her? And this thing was gazetted in 1969. The Oba of Benin is a family, of which the Oba of Benin is representing his family. All those in brother, Enogi of Siloko, Enogi of Bazua, all those are illegality. What we know are all illegality. That's why we are calling on His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, to reconstitute Edo State Council of Traditional Rulers. Reconstitute it. You see the way they reconstitute in all states, like Delta states. Nobody have right to be creating kingdom or dukedom. Edo State does not have a kingdom. Edo State is a state. And if you don't know the meaning of a state in English, it's very clear. There's a difference between a government and a state. A state is a geopolitical entity endowed with natural and human resources. States, Edo State is a geopolitical entity which endowed with human, natural, and different resources. And they have the functions of the state. Protection of life and property by providing security. Like the function of the governor. Where is it written that Oba Abini have function to protect life and property? Are we so stupid? Mama J square. Mama Jo, he may basic education, but this basic education can make me to be president or anywhere. But these are government, very clear. Functions of state is this, so that is the function of the states, like state governor or state governments. Then number 2 function of the state, provision of gainful employment. It is the duty of the state to create a good atmosphere for an investors to come into the state to create job for the teeming youth or the unemployed youth. Those who know about provision of gainful employment. That's number 2. These are functions of that state. Number 3, provision of basic amenities. Do you know what's called basic? My brother, these are we're making that more about why we know him no yabi nobody that governor not tired of now governor you know give the sell all those lands. Sometimes I don't even know what to say. The money the Oba Benin family are collecting. Imagine you cannot try this thing in Bayelsa State, what the Oba Benin is doing now. Provision of basic amenities. It is the functions of the government to control the lands, states. But who is controlling the Oba Benin? Who is now the government? Is it your governor or the Oba? We want to buy land. They say you have Oba approval. And then we backdate the Oba approval to 1979, 78, Akinzo approval. Before the constitution was reformed, or before the government enact a law that the states control the lands. Those land you are buying, but I want the governor of Edo State to do something about those selling of our forests. Very soon, everything here will in here for money. You that live in Europe, is that how to build house? We are in lecture. Let us teach ourselves about. There might be a school. Provision of provision of basic amenities. It is the functions of the government, that is state government, to provide good roads, control the lands. If you want to build land, if you build a house, that's why we have Ministry of Land and Survey. But the Ministry of Land and Survey we have now is Oba Palace. If you want to buy the whole village, you go to Oba Palace. I'm calling on the state government to close down Ministry of Land and Survey and let them go and put the signboard in Oba Palace. Let them go and put the signboard in Nogi of all those useless Oba brothers who are useless bastard in Nogi. We have this signboard Lelevani. There is no, we cannot be operating a democracy with those armed robbers, bastards, destiny killers. And it be destiny, man. They are now taking order of the day. Is that how government is supposed to be? That's why the only way governor can act is with the support of the people. That's why someone like me, I'm trying my best to enlighten about my people about education, what means government. This is a function, duty of the government. This is what I know. And if you can go and buy a book or anywhere you read it, these are just it. It is the responsibility of the government, or the duty of the government. How can the government start tying roads when the Oba Abini is the one selling the land, putting money in his pocket and his family? Then when Oba Abini sell land, Northway plan, we have Ministry of Town Planning. Then the Oba Abini is now planning the town. Abi is not the one selling land. Do you live in England? Do you see where these people say planning lands? Are we so mumu? We are the most greatest mumu. Hello?
No, it's not up there.
What are you okay?
One thing my speaker,
I'm alive.
Okay. May I break up for pidgin English? May everybody be here.
Okay.
Before I call you now, I read some comments.
Okay.
The important comments on say why you measure their village.
Which village?
Don't I know you get one village and say not measure our village when you don't know about our village. That person, I want to tell you, say, go ask your forefather. Instead, may you the ask of those people when not know what they do. At least as a Nigerian or as a those state or any part of Nigeria, you will get your forefather, you will get old people for your village. Go ask them questions. So that one go to that person. That one say Obaseki. They arrest any member of ASAN people, for example. Now, Benin, they instigate all those nonsense. Because since Obaseki come into government, they never allow that to do as human beings supposed to do as a governor. Am I lying?
Go on, madam.
Even before he come, now bribe, they say they bribe for the first 4 years when he come. Before this one come happen, so now because of so many people when get good heart, when she say Oba Benin, now they rule for Edo State. Now we all the year say Eranomiho now. Thank God.
Yes.
Thank God to our ancestors. First time in history. Hallelujah. And to our ancestors be praised. When Eranomiho come confess, say, first in history, say, although our governor not get hand for a problem, he can say, now our governor, now make I not go Edo State. Before now, my people, anybody, if at all you be killer, as you sabi kill, you will need to go Edo State. Oba will give you bid. As far you can kill very well, you can bring many people for sacrifice. As far you can destroy all those women in ring road, you can become anything. You can be given any chief, like a Gion, like Omega. They will give you shit title. So far, may you feel do propaganda for Oba Benin, even when you don't want it. Now, what will they see for Benin before now? Thank God, our ancestors don't wake up now, my people.
Yes.
Thank God, our ancestors don't wake up, say, at least those when do bad, they need to be brought to justice. But our governor never answer now. They say majority win the vote. Mr. Ogiso Atokpe, you know what I call this evening?
Yes, continue, mommy.
You know what I call this evening?
No.
Every platform where they don't somewhere in Amigo, 80% or 90%, they go against Amigo.
Okay.
Everybody they vex because in one way or the other, Amigo don't hurt everybody. Even many people they vex say, if this man, if they pretend to even forgive this man before for what he do them, now because of our governor, they want to raise the matter up. I be not be waiting happen. Okay. When you did some platform, you get what you go do. Some people will they beg for you. You see who beg for Amigo the devil.
No, what did they beg? Mama, what did they want beg for? Amigo came from America. He was in Lagos. The palace of the Oba Benin sent for Amigo. Nobody knew the reason why Amigo was sent for. Amigo went to Oba Palace. From that very palace, Amigo went to Runigbe and Ewese. He was there. He wanted to start making live video in Benin before Batobazo raised a high brand. And Amigo went alongside the Oba Benin to Abuja. Who was looking for Amigo? Nobody was looking for Amigo, talk less of begging for Amigo. And Amigo is having problem with Batobazo. Batobazo is not the governor of Edo State.
Okay.
So who is fooling who? That is the problem we are having now, the question. And Amigo is just mentioning governor. Mama, in Nigeria, we used to have that this governor, when somebody died, they'll say this governor in have a hand in it too. Since we have been hearing, have we ever heard that Obaseki assassinated anybody?
Never. You can see somebody that pretend to be a begging our honorable governor, and he said there's no governor that don't have a blood stain in his hand. Then you pretend to be begging, and he went further to be saying, may I speak pidgin English? He said he go come here, he go go England, he go Nigeria, he go do this. And when I watch that, when I see that video, I know say Amigo, he don't come up for Nigeria. I remember when somebody called to Daniyayi video when say Amigo no go change. Daniyayi they say Amigo go change after everything we don't see. Immediately Amigo left Nigeria. Amigo started ranting again. Ranting again, Amigo can never change. Now idiot. Amigo na people when they guide the prisoner for one jail for America. He say in Akataka, why are you ranting? When you don't destroy many people's lives. Now Amigo they talk about his grandmother. You know how many grandmother Amigo when don't die for your sake? You know how many mother don't die for your sake? My own mother. My own mother is living on hostage because of you, Amigo. Let me say it on live video. My own grandmother don't die because of you. Are you stupid?
Okay.
You don't know where your problem they come from. Why do you not know where your problem they come from? I know many people you don't destroy because of Oba Benin. This Oba Benin when they pursue you today. This Oba Benin way because of the share people. When you get reputation, better career, you destroy them. You said they send you message from the palace. Now you are talking about your grandmother. You know how many grandmother don't die? You didn't think of it.
You bring people
You
to
don't
your
think of
comments.
those
You say they be human trafficking. You say they amigo problem here.
You don't think of those things.
You go come. I think you come Europe
My
again. We have this.
mother, my grandmother died because of your nonsense. Because they know how much they have spent on me. What is wrong with you? I call this man because you know these people, when something happens to them, they begin to call God. That will go answer you, an amigo. Like Eddie Murphy, when all of the children go perish, even the shit where they are nyash, I will remove them. I'm not adding it. I will remove them. Because they promise to destroy people's career. They promise to destroy my career. Are you mad? Because Oba Benin send you message. Because Oba Benin send you message. You don't know people. You decide to take people freedom from them. Mr. Murphy,
What?
you will give me 2 minutes.
I'm with you.
Okay. Every woman on social media, when they lay cost on any individual, say when they not support to Oba Benin, when they say Emo Bagese, if you want will wow, and then if you want when our children go anywhere, when they go say they need anything from the government, that day they go collect that cost. When you, their mother, go say this thing you not like, and you go collect that cost. Because me when they court, so I take my life the way where I matter. As you say that life when I choose to be, you say you not like her. Anytime when you oppose to anything when anybody present to you, you will collect this cost. And many people when I go they name their name henceforth. When our children go die, you go be like say they use a broom to sweep the country. Mona beware, because you don't know who they deal with. Many of us, one at the time, so Nemo Bagese, or Makane Kamba, because when they talk every time, say, many people when they call for Mofiuyi platform, na
And that they be wrong. They will come from Ile Ife and they be wrong. People who owns the land, the owner of the land, I say be wrong. Okay.
Ni wa bo la wa gbe wa gbon. Era no mi go le yo lere. Owo yen mai ma no popin yen. Orí ọkọ rí ọmọ igi, orí ọkọ náà mi márẹ̀ ètò. Ogúgbù wà lágbọ́n mi ni wà bílíbì yìí gbù wà lágbọ́n. Ẹ̀bọ̀ pẹ́yẹ ni wà bílíbì yìí gbù wà lágbọ́n. Akẹ́tọ́ sí máa gbù wà lágbọ́n. Wà tí kìbẹ̀rẹ̀ rẹ̀ lè rànà mí kó jẹ ní ẹgbọ́dọ̀ ni mẹ́ọ́ mi, ọ̀kẹ́ rànà mí kó go in peace. Ó wà tí kìwé ìlú dùgbẹ́ ọ̀dẹ́ dọ̀dọ̀ yẹn yà ọmọ yà. Ó wà tí kìwé no ilitu. Igodo mi godo godo dọ̀dọ̀ yẹn yà ọmọ mẹ́nu wà sùwọ́ ni. Wà á wọ́n tọ̀, wà á ní kẹnu wà rí ẹ̀bà rẹ̀ kẹnu wà kéde. Wà tí kìwé category ni my belongs to. Ìnà wà. Wà á sún ẹ̀ live video. Wà á sún ẹ̀ ní mọ̀nù wà má bíẹ́. Because in our name of Bagese, they won't ban us say that one of who believe it book or a force in no normalized slavery. Then why are you here? No more, a review why will you wow. Anytime of you why that journey we're always giving me a life. I got a wild beer bonnie. Because I thought someone normal belongs to it, normal not belong to. So many of you now, while the social media have that guana, mani boom, wana divided what group now belongs to. Abio Miss Ogiso Atokpe.
Who are talking
We
again?
are got here. Eh? No, but we are.
In my city, read African history. Read of Benin City, Benin-city. Up to 21 years ago, they used human beings for sacrifice. Human beings for sacrifice. When God raised me, he said the government will not stop it but you. I said,
Hello, my brothers and my sisters. Uwarato. So what we want to say is that this evening about talking about the government. We're supposed to have government in Edo State, but we are having two government or three government. One, the type of government we have in Edo State, we have one government, one side. We have Okaegele, Okao, Uhe. We are having Oba of Benin is not the governor. Then the deputy Oba is the deputy governor. Nogie of Ologbo, that is the commissioner of lands for Bubaka local government. Nogie of Owa, they turned the name from Owa to Obanosa. They can Obanosa Kilere. When you now ask people that Owa is it the Obanosa? They change all our names. So today, I just want to make this very clear to you today that let us learn how to write a letter to the governor. The governor said he read letter every time. Please, when we start insulting the governor now, well, the Oba Benin will be so happy. All my Facebook, my YouTube, everything have been blocked, scattered. It may be hacking me away. Everything have been put on red alerts. But a YouTube, if Oba Benin can give money to YouTube, maybe they go off all my YouTube. But even though I die, all those YouTube, nobody forget the password to delete them. These things will be there forever. When we were discussing, they say, I'm off your face. Oba, we Oba with him. Oba love you. We delete with him. Even though I don't make video from now to 10 years, all those videos will remain for infinity. If you kill me, can you kill my words? The only way you can kill me is when if you can remove all those videos. That's I'm dead. Do you know it take me 3 years to make all those videos? I open my own YouTube, call it Ego do Migo do Family. Do you know how many content are inside here? Where but all those things are there. Many history are there. Some. But Oba of Benin, I'm hereby calling on you today. What are you doing on Abuja? What are you doing in Abuja? You're a greedy man. How many weeks now you have been in Abuja? We are we are giving Abuja now upon the land says the deputy Oba borrow pits. We don't even have Ministry of Land and Edo States. We appointed borrow pits. One year. Ewure. Look at the children of Oba. None of them is working. If you hear him, the acclaimed first son. Not be that one be the first son. No. That one not the work. He saying good. That one go school for London. What the name? Zereka. Winner. Now land that one they said they go. The second son, Obarato, that one not the work. Now so land on here. Or Daniel Diku. The first daughter, we na say be first daughter. The one they say na him be accept. Ikoyem ekila mo jeme. Only what? Winner. You now ask me who is now, and they are all placed with police, mobile policemen and security. I don't understand. Are we operating a kingdom? The first son of Oba Benin have healers escorts. He have almost about 5 jeep, the new ones. He have different fine cars. You know they walk. Oh, are we kingdom? Talk close to having a prince kingdom. Stupid life. You know they walk. It's not working. They sell land up. Who ask me then I get the land they sell? If you are not some idiot are comparing the Oba Benin with Queen Elizabeth of England, that makes you a fool. You don't understand education. Just check all the Oba children. All the NNPC slots where they give Edo State, they share each state. Maybe Edo State bring 10 graduates. The one where they reach Edo South, they give you job, they give you banker, they give you send. None of those ethnic groups around Edo South are allowed to take any slots from any federal slots. Oba of Benin, they go pack up only him single-handedly. People that came from Ife, if you think I'm lying, I'll try to go to NNPC. You see Edigi, Ihama, Oba family, Kenswa, Weka family. You see, but why are we so stupid? That is the question I'm asking. Why are we so stupid to not see this rubbish? I ask you, which of your family is working in NNPC? They said they arrange it like this. If you want to work in NNPC, as a letter from about. Do you think the Palace will give you a letter to well, you are not from Ile-Ife, you don't migrate from Ile-Ife, but we will now give you a letter, say, I recommend you go and work in NNPC as a graduate. That's why you see many years ago, you see the Isham people are much in what do you call it, in civil service. Why? Because they have different traditional rulers. A no of room, you can give a letter for Ishaman. A no of you see, they just that is a monopoly. I don't want to say the way they liberalization, like liberalization, open system that they do. If you come from Oriomo, see how stupid the system was. Me, I'm from Oriomo local governments. I have to all the way from Oriomo. I have to come and take letter from Oba Palace to work in any company. Is that not slavery? Just imagine. Slavery that have been abolished for many years ago still exists. See this one, you are doing the prostitution abroad, you still come out about up here. Are you not stupid? If we move well, it's a kingdom of what? Are you are? Thank God today now, who is now representing the Oba? That one died many years. You see, that one died. What's the name of that one? What's it? That one with the shoot for Lagos. Oba Kebki. Edu Yofekato. Edu he's dead. They say Ogifa still died that day. Many of those chiefs where they follow the dues was war. Ogifa don't die. Many of them they don't die. I know they announce there is no importance of announcing all those deaths. Many of them don't die. Who can the representative? Nobody for the palace. See, person the representative about who? Sure. No, but it was anytime they show about palace. What they call white man, do if we have to talk. The palace is this. When did they do case for Abuja? Now they don't go Abuja, but they do case. Who now? Anytime they show palace, how they show? Our ritualists. They're not showing. Let me show you one of the stupid people that they show. Let me show you one. Foolish idiots what did they show? This one they show now, so now, a village, a community wey they call Okaoma. This village now Ijo Isha and Ijo Isha and Robo. Now I live for that village for many years ago. Oba Benin say he wants to sell the village. Just how? We man about Zuwari na village where people for come, they live for that village for 800 years ago. Where they write am for our law constitution say na Oba na he get power to the collect village, the sell Izuo. Hey, we mana stop mana Ewure, the mahula, the mawa kalia boabi bastard na wa awa burying alive. The mana ti wa na mi agbonde gbe man ima o ki ni ma Ewure agbon make na my money ma be ko de money ma be ya kere waya unwa for Bobaka and no red local government the village they call Okaoma. He said na do Ekime father. He said na then get he said he said the village he said na Oba Benin give them the judgment na Oba just like my village now. Then Oba will come give judgment to Ekime say na Ekime in dash my village. Then they will drive all of us come for village, they will come sell out. That's what they do am. It will just send person because na be your cow. I know that, and they will use government power. People, the youth did that village, they pack all of them, go put them for as they talk, so they did for prison. When they break prison, that is some of them wrong. They you go pack all back. Why our government is quiet like this now? Why if you bomb you palace near and bomb here, that is our problem. Somebody the other day say, oh, let them support us. Let us drive, scatter that palace. Now go work for anything exist. They come, the palace already human sacrifice. Now while they will donate, Agualoma. Or one with better if you job in Ewure. Or more about no really had a big when the big bomb and buy. So let us our life with better. Look what happened now. See. Just look. This village, this video one show now. So this village, the people of this village, the youth about Benin use police arrest all of them. They say Oko prison. That one also though he saying deliver useless judgment. Say he don't give the village to Ekime father and some criminals. Say now they can't get another person. A village will carry. In the give man who I no know they have no so by why who work already no be who can who our lady bua emi re ga ro wo kan gi an emi re
Recently, indigents of Amagba community in Oedo local government area of Edo State jubilated at the palace of the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Ewure II, following pronouncements by the Oba of Benin, who spoke through Chief Stanley Obamoyi, which laid to rest the land disputes between Amagba and Okaoma village. According to the Oba of Benin, there is no such community as Okaoma or Agemokpai, as Amagba Eresen is in charge of the villages in the locality.
The decision is that there is nothing like Okaoma. We have a camp there, a Mokpai camp. They are there to farm and unite and blend with the village. But to say Great Mokpai is a village or community, no.
Commenting on the decision of the palace, the Ojonwe of Amagba community, Joseph Idoikime, and other elders said the decision of the palace of the Oba of Benin has laid to rest the lingering crisis. They appreciated Oba Ewure II for his fatherly disposition to them.
I'm here to say thank you to our Royal Majesty Oba Ewure II, Ogidiga of Benin, for the settlement of between Amagba and the surrounding camps. Not one. We have many camps, 7, of which Agemokpa is 1.
Amanaba rekete atokpe. Oyenubu ni ma. Okabo wasi make. Mama we Yokooma. Nyeguma ya reba o. This Amagba is a cool area. All this Agemokpa where he said that we drive them. We cannot drive anybody. They are our children.
Reacting via telephone interview, an elder of the community, Mr. Idusuyi Mokpai, said Agwe Mokpai is a village on its own.
We are not under Amanda, neither are we under Obagi. They are trying to demarcate us. We were a very small village there. We will never be under them.
Meanwhile, some youths of Amagba community have commended Edo State government for the ongoing road construction, which has now assisted in doing of business in Amagba.
Since Obaseki started this road, all the businesses are moving on.
We are happy for the well-done job Obaseki has done here in Amagba.
I want to thank the Omonobanedu Upu Akpolokpolo Oba Ewure II, the great Oba of Benin Kingdom, Oba Atokpe.
Best Mbiere reporting.
Una dey hear. The guy, the other man we come from Okaoma, and the man we call, he called the name Okaoma. He said there's nothing like that name. Oba Benin. Now Oba, just imagine. Is that not a stupidity to our kind? For humankind. Say Oba Benin will say where the right hand put for our laws. Now Oba Benin will deliver judgment. Say this village, you know, they exist. Now the Ekime father and Boni, but now so we count the day. And they get the village when they go to sell land. Say they be their children. Just see how stupid is that. It's not stupid. So I'm appealing to the people of Okaoma to put pressure on the governor. The governor is the father of the state. All those nonsense have to stop. Or you divide the village into two, so now back on one side. They will begin to sell land. Company come, they want sell land. About palace. Who are here? We are who are here? Bell. Who are here? Bell. A great human sacrifice. More than listening. Now we want to talk about. We want to talk about these foreigners came to our land many years ago, and they claim today say that they get the land. So if you are just watching, please, if you are watching from this Facebook, I don't know if you can see it from this Facebook. Ogiso is what we have. Look, just look. Today we're not going to talk too much about the case in court.
They came to Igodomigodo land, invaded us, and forcefully took occupation of where they are staying today. We are not bothering them. We have allowed them to stay. Now, as we have allowed them to stay, they went and forged documents. They are criminals. Now they are forged documents and calling us criminals. So we are now in the Supreme Court to tell us whether a particular person, because he was privileged, he was having a relationship with the previous governor, could falsify our records to make us criminals. We are not criminals. They are the criminals. So this is what we are. That's why we are at the Supreme Court. Following the Supreme Court, they didn't meet today. They will communicate a new date to our lawyer. The Ogiames 2 is date started 9th century ago. It started as Ogiso. It started as Ogiso from 9th century. By 11, when Ogiso Irebo was Ogiso of Igodomigodo, when Oba Romia came to fight us, then Ogiso Irebo was shouting, telling the Beninese who were supporting him ignorantly, say, look, I'm your ba if Igodomigodo, Ogie Ami if Igodomigodo. That was why the stool now converted from Ogiso to Ogiame. So the Ogiso stool is 9th century to date. You can calculate that. It's an old stool. So an old traditional stool cannot be put under limitation. It's a traditional stool, not a honorary stool. So we are the Supreme Court for them to tell us whether a particular person has that right to just tamper with an edict that was signed by an indigene of the state, the late Dr. Ogiso Bemudia. It's an indigene of Benin. He knows. We didn't lobby. We didn't send anybody to go and beg him to recognize us. They know that we are the owners of Benin. And they recognize us as king. They put us, Bemudia signed it and put Ogiame and Oba Benin on the same pedestal statue. We are not disturbing them. Although as at that time of rulership, there was nothing coming to the only recognition traditional ruler had then was just mere government invite you when they have special dignitaries. No salary, no allowance. So the previous Ogiame were, like I said, were not really serious. They were busy farmers, illiterate. So the Oba of Benin and the Obas, previous Obas who came from a more civilized environment, cashed in on it and decimated us. And two, the previous Ogiame too were not comfortable sitting in the midst of invaders, even though they have been recognized by God. These are invaders, they are criminals. They forced them way through to Benin, to Igodomigodo. And don't mind you, during the slave trade area, the previous Obas were capturing our people, sending them to slave. So Ogiames too were afraid to go and meet in the meeting with them. He doesn't know whether they want to carry him as slave and give to the white people who came. So they use this psychological warfare. The Ogiames now have begun to stay away. One, there was no salary. Two, there was no government recognition. Just merely they have a function, they invite you, you come, you go. So our previous Ogiame were farmers. So the Oba cashed in on it and decimated us. Then, well, we don't know. Our lawyer told us that the case supposed to come up today. That is why we came. But unfortunately, the case has been adjourned. And they will give our lawyer a new date and we will come back. The case continues. The thing is, let me tell you a brief history of my family so that I understand what is actually happening. Today, what is today known as dynasty was started by my great-great-grandfather called Ogiso. He was Ogiso of Igodomigodo. He ruled Igodomigodo kingdom from the Ogisos ruled Igodomigodo kingdom from 9th century AD to about 11th to 12th century AD before the Oduduwa dynasty came and invaded the Ogiames. During the invasion, it was so bloody. At a certain point, there was peace. During that peace, the agreement was signed, which is now called the Ewure Treaty. That Ewure Treaty, then the reigning Ogiso, Ogiso Ewure, leased a particular portion of Igodomigodo to the current Oba of Benin, where they are staying now. That is what the Ogiso gave to the current Oba, where they are staying now. And they have been there living with us peacefully until about by 1968, the then military administrator of the Midwestern state recognized Ogiame and the Oba of Benin on the same traditional status as king, and we have been living peacefully. But unknown to us that the Oba of Benin, knowing the implication of putting the Ogiame and the Oba of Benin on the same traditional status, decided to falsify our records and remove the Ogiame title from the Gazette, unknown to us. We didn't know. So 2015, there was a vacuum in our family. We decided to install a new king, which is the current Ogiame Arisco. Then the current Oba took us to court that we have committed an offense. We said no, we have not committed any offense. Before we know it, they sent our king to prison. They made it difficult for us to bail our king. Then we went to the High Court. The High Court saw our case and released our king. So they went to Court of Appeal. Well, the Court of Appeal gave ruling. The Court of Appeal gave ruling saying that yes, the Ogiame stool is recognized, the same status of the Oba of Benin. But their constraint is that the Ogiame stool in the Gazette had been tampered with. Who tampered with it? They didn't tell us. So that's when we now say, okay, we now went to Supreme Court to appeal to find out from the Supreme Court whether a traditional stool as great as that of the Ogiame of Utantan could be tampered with by one single person without letting us know. That's why we are in the Supreme Court. No more, no less. And we have said this repeatedly. We are not interested in the stool of the Oba of Benin. Rather, the Oba of Benin is dragging our coveted stool, because the more we exist, the more we serve as a threat to them, because they have criminally falsified our document. Now they are using it to punish us. We are not criminals. They are the criminals fighting us. So, and we have said it, and we say it again. The current Oba Ewure should leave us alone. He knows the truth. He knows we are not dragging him. We are not dragging his stool. He is the one fighting us. He is the one dragging our stool. And that is it. And we have told Benin. So that is why we are in the Supreme Court, for them to tell us whether the Oba of Benin has that power to go and tamper with our edict that was signed into law. You didn't invite us, you didn't tell us, you didn't let us know, we didn't know until when we install our current king. Then you say we have committed an offense. All the previous Ogiames we have installed, we have never taken permission from the Oba of Benin. Rather, before you install the Oba of Benin, you must come to us. Because part of the treaty is that before an Oba is installed, the Ogiame has a role to play. But in the treaty, the Oba has no role to play in the installation of Ogiame. You can see the difference. The Ogiame has an important role to play before an Oba becomes an Oba of Benin. But in the case of Ogiame, the Oba has no role because it's a visitor, it's a stranger. But today, a stranger has forged document, is now the original person, fighting the owners of the land, chasing us about, even trying to kill us. We are hiding. Can just imagine what a legal document can do. Use a legal, just like the Nigerian Constitution. You have used the Nigerian Constitution to turn the South. You have used the Nigerian Constitution to turn the South, marginalize them, oppress them. Any attempt for the South to raise up, to say, no, this you are doing to me is wrong. They say you are committing a treasonable offense. That's the situation we have found ourselves.
Judgments or hearing? No.
Well, the Supreme, that was the appeal court ruling. The appeal court ruling said that, yes, the Ogiame is a recognized traditional institution. There's an edict quoted by the appeal court. But the appeal court is saying that that edict has been tampered with. Without telling us who tampered with it. That's what the Supreme Court to explain to us. Who tampered with the Ogiame edict? Who did recognize us? And you didn't tell us, before you did recognize a traditional ruler, you can only depose a traditional ruler. You can't repeal a traditional stool. The worst you can do to a traditional ruler, you depose him and get another person. In this case, you didn't depose any Ogiame. Rather, I wouldn't even call it repeal because according to the edict, that edict is irrepealable. It is tied to 1999 Constitution. So the question we want the Supreme Court to tell us now, an edict that is tied to 1999 Constitution, can it be tampered with? And if it can be tampered with, who can do it? Under what condition with such
aspirations and history of the Benin people?
The historians all agree that Oduduwa sent his son Oromia at the request of elders of Benin to return with them as ruler of their realm. Oromia's stay in Benin may have been short, but before he left, a child was born to him who was later crowned Oba, and as is known today, as Ewure I. Oromia's time in Benin, however short-lived, he was an Oba, and so he was the first Oba after the Ogiso dynasty came to an end. He established Obaship in Benin by implication. Therefore, the listing of past Obas should therefore begin from Oromia, as it is listed in the Lariwa book. Short history of Benin, actually making my revered father 39th Oba that reigned in Benin, if the listing is counted from and should be counted from Oromia. I therefore stand before you today as the 40th Oba of Benin. A direct descendant of Oromia, the son of Oduduwa.
When I see what happened there now, we say this is from the Ogiso family was speaking in Supreme Court. The indigenous king of our land is in hiding. They have killed many of them. None of them can walk. How can we live? And these foolish people among ourselves, there must be idiots among our people. People who cross river Mediterranean. Some of us are still fooling themselves in Europe. See mentioning about Okbe. I was watching one day they crossed the river, they were saying about Okbe. And the white man was just looking at this for a bunch of fools. and they will tell you when they are senior. I have never known where they call the seniority from. If I see Yoruba man, Migwo, Fedo, if I see an Igbo man, Kedi, if I see any Sama or why no, these are my brothers. They are not senior to me, I'm not senior to them. Somebody who is claiming seniority is an idiot. I said it. Anybody who is bringing cola, come tell you to play that cola, slap that person. Say, bastard. It must be a bastard all the days of his life. How can you senior hoof with cola? Are you stupid? Somebody who is saying is senior, a man who came from Ileife, and he's not telling you that you are the original. This one is the inferior. Everybody is running, pursuing everybody. Even how many thousands of kilometers I live in Europe? How many thousand kilometers I live? All the way from Nigeria. They bring 3 lawyers for Europe here. They say me they stop me. Me not they talk anything about history. Give me not talk anything about Oba again. 3 lawyers. I came out about 3 days ago. I came out to beg for help. I said, before I even talk, I first thank those people who have been helping me before. I said, this is the last hope. The lawyer told me pay 2,100 or something euro. I pay 1,004. And the lawyer told me come this week. I have to bring the translator. He tell me come and first of all pay the money first, 700 or something euro. One of our brother from United Kingdom give me £100. Another of our brother from UK give me £50. That is the money I have gotten since that day. I will not lie. £150, that is the money, and all this money is from England. I still came out today, I still talk and say, my people, no could have helped me, because if I did not get help, it says, heaven help those who help themselves. If I not get help, at the end of the day, these idiots win me, because if my lawyer not go court, how I want to win case? The agreement where I reach with my lawyer will say, I will pay the money once. But how can I pay this money? The day we will go court, now maybe next week or the next 2 weeks now, my lawyer already informed me. 3 lawyers will stand for one side, 3 lawyers. My lawyer no work, only me one will. Am I a lawyer? Those one will say, my brother, God will do, my brother. There was never a time in the history of this world where God come down from heaven, couldn't do anything. God always use people and to do his way, his wish. So today, I want to make it very clear, there is no way a tree can make a forest. If one tree is inside desert, that desert is not a forest. But the truth have to be said. I continue to thank those people who helped me before. God will bless you, God will reward you. But for now, this is the last time, the last chance. This time around, you say the Murphy is very happy. Anytime I come out, I beg, people will call me. Why wait? Ewure, call Palace. I received a call about yesterday. Somebody called me from Benin telling me that, see, people are not answering, people are not helping you now, people are not supporting you now. Why can't you just call your father to go to Oba Palace and tell the Oba that now you don't want the case again? Then the Oba will call their lawyer, they will do the case. If an amigo was in Benin, you can also come. No problem. Oba Benin is not like that. He's a nice man. See what people are just telling me every day. Different way they are telling me. Do you see? But until the last minute, I've still come out. My brother, maybe I will still put them tomorrow again. There is no way I can win 3 lawyers. It will never happen in the history of this world. It never happened before. When I am not a lawyer, how can I stand in the pulpit or in the what they call chamber, their chamber? When we 3 lawyers, they stand for Oba, I may not get lawyer, then I will come win the 3 lawyers. Maybe I don't know where enough to get that destination, that mind for. Lawyer, 3 lawyers, Oba Benin have 3 lawyers. 3. You have one white woman. You have another lawyer from Berlin. That is 2 plus a senior advocate. Check all the people they present for me. 3 lawyers. They might understand. But what is going on? So I am calling on all the good lover of freedom. Please help me to pay my lawyer. I can't pay this money. It's too big. I have to say it. Let us do it together. This is truth. I know things are not easy. Since that very day, I beg. But once you want try to talk, the truth have to be said. If I did not pay my lawyer the money he charged me before the courts, my lawyer will not go to courts. In a way, he may not go to courts and he may not defend me very well. Germany is not like another country. They have different type of lawyer. They have family lawyer, they have human rights lawyer, they have property lawyer, they have different type of lawyers. The lawyer we have here, they have asylum lawyer. The lawyer they will say you go meet and you say na 300 euro. They pay 50 euro. Depends on the type of lawyer. Then as if you go meet and to consult lawyer, say na 5,000 euro. If you not get, not come. I fall into the category of those type of lawyer, and I fall put. The lawyer, my brother say, and this lawyer an international lawyer. You see the money we demand now, 2,100 or something euro. How can I pay? It's not easy. I have paid not only me, my woman and my well-wishers. But Eddie Murphy will go to Palace and tell Oba Benin that people are giving me millions to support me. And I ran to say, what Eddie Murphy is telling the Oba Benin is not truth. Nobody is giving me millions. I thank people who have been supporting me, but it's not easy. It will easy. But the only thing I am saying today is that this thing that you are looking small like this now, this man will work on this advantage to defeat me because I was not able to pay my lawyer. Because my brother, if you yourself, you will not be lawyer, see the people who they file against me, more than 168. Where TTF, you only want to fill all those letters, talk about say you want to go represent. You will be tired because you have many cases. Please. The other day, this is making the 3rd time that I have appealed for help. No one person have helped me. These 2 people who helped me, it's a long time ago. Since that day, I beg. 2nd day, I beg. 3rd day, I beg. I am not lying, no. This is will be a defeat for freedom. Then you people will come over talk base your name or your vienba or your vien. But Sloboa Ogiso Gimagu your vien. If we defeat this bastard now, this animal, only please, why can't people support us to defeat this animal? This human sacrifice Oba. Just imagine. This man will so be proud. Then the court will now restrain me, telling me that go and remove all those videos from YouTube. Go and do this. Then the Murphy will be happy. Yes. Then is that how it was? This thing should be. What I supposed to get is our people supposed to support me and pay this money for this lawyer. Then let us win the case. The first one we win the case. This is the last case of Duma. Now 5 judge, now 1 seat 5. The court be like this. This one land gericht, now they call them. So now the Amt gericht, now court of appeal, now they call this one. You understand? So this is called court of appeal. Now 5 justices, 5, not the 3 or 5. 5, now the judge the case. Hello, mommy. What? Yes.
Ọba Ẹ̀wàì, onye tinye iwe make up ebe na Buhari Yeah, what would
You go all right. Hey, there, Abuja.
Yeah, where they were like a body, where body is there. So about why now here they make up about why here what a free.
Ọ̀nà wọ́n wíwú náà kí èrè náà yìí láti àárín mú ẹ̀rí mi àmì náà ẹ̀mí wà gbọ́n náà.
Here why make up any away Buhari. Mabayana. All of other than matter,
Okay.
Begging Anna because they put him when when you are in our coca story, era no mi conorona, Lagos Rene, Kabakaria, Roya Pune, uno me crime no security guard with 1 million. Or is American and on continue via Amonu. Area Yagmoa. Waga repeating when really got in where to Inia mewe Oma Luo when you do that. No apology.
Governor, nobody, the governor is not looking for him. Eranamigo don't have problem with governor. So if anybody is telling Eranamigo to beg who now? Does the governor say the Eranamigo should come and beg him?
The governor is not after Eranamigo. After he must have spent his whole money with Tony Kabaka. Now he was not frustrated. He couldn't go to his village again. Because there was no money left for him.
Eranamigo have a problem with Abatabaze. They should, two of them should go and settle themselves. That is the.
No, people are saying Abatabaze is a chicken. Is a this. He cannot do anything.
Abatabaze and Eranamigo, two of you go and. Well, yeah, because
our governor don't have time for you, Eranamigo. You are too small. If our governor want to pick you up, no matter where you are in Lagos.
Mommy, I will not advise that to be measuring Governor Obaseki in place of Eranamigo. Please, because the governor is the number one citizen of our state. To be his 10.
Yeah.
So the governor, we never had Eranamigo in mouth, noise, a mouth name in the governor mouth.
Never.
So I will not be liking a situation whereby we liking governor to.
You know why I'm very happy, my brother.
Yes.
You know why I'm very happy. Eranamigo talk for him mouth now say we now know say Oba Benin not be the rule Benin gay. Before Obaseki, now Oba Benin be the rule. You remember that time when Kabaka they sing that song? I tell you, you know here. This one tell you, you know here. You know agree. Before the hotel come crumble.
Okay.
Now, Eranamigo is singing the same song. Okay. We now know say now governor supposed to be number one citizen, not be foolish about Benin. May our ancestors be praised. Because why? Even when our governor not there after Eranamigo, now Eranamigo they talk and say, Governor Obaseki no one may come Benin, so he not go. Automatically is now proving to Benin people. So he do indigenous people, Godo people say, Oba Benin is useless. Oba Benin not fit talk anything for our.
Mama, what I know about the system, is say it's not left for our people to democracy. Democracy is a government of the people.
Yes.
We are the people who voted for His Excellency, and when the Oba Benin said no, but at the end of the day, democracy strive. So that is
Yes.
that is to say that the rule of law, the rule of law is greater than the rule of one idiot. So what I'm trying to say is that so it's now left for the government to restructure the state council of traditional rulers and restructuring in Delta states. What we have in Delta state, if Olu of Ori is now the chairman of Delta State Traditional Council of Traditional Rulers, he will stay 2 years. The other 2 years, Ataba, Fasaba, we carry. So they have this called rotate it. So they rotate it. That is how they do it. In Edo State, if Ogiamie carry, then the Unojo of Uzia will carry. They will be rotating it. So by comparing, sometimes what we are saying that we are appealing to His Excellency.
That was how they were doing it before this evil invader and intruder came.
To restructure the system, to restructure the Council of Traditional Rulers. So that is what we know. That is how they do it in Delta states. That is how they do it in Ondo states. That is how they are doing it in many states. This is restructuring.
That was how we were doing it.
So all those ones by comparing it around, Mama, I will not advise a situation whereby we'll be comparing, liking Iranomigo to the name of governor, because the governor is the executive governor for our state, is the father of all, is the number one citizen, is the second god of the state. So
now
in education, so we don't want to be saying when we are talking about Iranomigo, when we are mentioning Iranomigo, mentioning the governor, Iranomigo will be very happy, pompous. So I will not advise placing Iranomigo very close to governor. Placing Iranomigo where it belongs. Iranomigo and the Oba Benin, they are in the same category and they are working for each other. So we'll be liking the two together. So we want to educate our people to know the differences between governor of a state, the office of the governor of the states, and the Oba of Benin. So we just want people to know what the Mama, what we are saying is that we are working together to make sure that our state is being liberalized, open system. A situation whereby Obatane, all those things will not exist.
Abolish.
We are not, the state is not, Oba Benin is not the governor of Edo State. If you live in England, in the city you live, you just have any Elizabeth of England family selling the land. Say they said they are selling lands. You want to buy land. How many of you have bought land from Elizabeth of England family? Have you ever seen that type of thing?
Nobody. Even now we they even draw our money. So the money where they pay, I don't, but it don't too much make reason.
What we should be concentrating our effort on, we have to be pleading with the governor to dismantle those what they call it, the network of all those Oba Benin, like all those Onoge or Kagele or Cow, all those nonsense, all those land grabbers, those cultists. In short, these are some of the things we should be appealing to His Excellency to do. Iranomigo is just a church rat and just trying to make noise. And the government don't even have time for him. Iranomigo was in Benin. I was told Iranomigo was in Ewure. I was told immediately that Iranomigo was in Ewure, not only Ewure. The governor is not looking for Iranomigo. If a governor is looking for Iranomigo, will be arrested on a arrival of entry. I don't know about that. But what is that? The function of the governor Iranomigo? La Iranomigo ni on abo.
According to Benin, if your man not kill you, not go die. And Iranomigo don't deal with so many people. And Iranomigo know where the problem they come from. You need to come clean to the world. May remove Obaseki name. Because Iranomigo know many people when don't damage their career, when don't damage their life.
Mwato, ya teme a court case the other. So I was talking about my court case coming up on the lawyer said he will get back to me this week. He's going to fix a court date. He's going to fix a court date. I will be having a meeting with my lawyer this week, and I was appealing to the good heart, the good people, on those people who have been supporting, because it's not really easy. It's not an easy task. It's not by what we use mouth to brag. At the end of the day, you fail. So what I mean is that I have a court, the Oba Benin, Ewure Benin filed a case against me in the court here in Germany. The first time they file it, they withdraw it, and second time now they refile it. Edimofi, Edwin Idausa, Igion, Amede. 3 of them, they said they want to be, they are coming as a witness. They appeal under the case file that they want to come as a witness.
A witness of what? If I may ask.
They said what is said, those posts concerning the evil about Benin. I wrote it that the Oba of Benin used Edimofi for oath rituals. For using Edimofi for oath ritual. Edimofi want to come and testify that the Oba of Benin did not use him for oath ritual.
Are you still on live?
I'm on live video, yes. You asked me a question, I want to reply it. Edimofi is coming to court to come and tell the courts that the Oba of Benin did not use him for oath ritual, that it was his custom and tradition, that he was exercising his tradition. That is number one. So some of all those things the Oba of Benin did, which I post on my Facebook wall, and some of them, which I didn't even post, they manipulated by themselves and submit everything to the to one their barrister Michael Zakome, who is a senior advocate of Nigeria, son, and barrister Zakome prepared this case and forward this case to the what do you call this the lawyer, one lawyer in Boko and another lawyer in Berlin, making 3 lawyers. So they have 3 lawyers. I don't know how many thousands of euros, because if you calculate the where one of the lawyer live from that place to court, I think it's going to be a flight. And this is a lawyer. This is not just like you are living in London. You go and have a lawyer in what do you call this place in Glasgow. Anytime you have a case, how do you? I don't know how distance the kilometer. This is talking about thousands of euros. The lawyer cannot collect £100 from you. You see, look at the and according to the paper, it seemed like Ozai Home is coming as an advisor to those 2 lawyers. What they wrote in the paper, the 3 lawyers will be there in the courts. 3 lawyers, 3, 1, 2, 3.
You don't need to emphasize on this.
I want to explain to you what what was given to me. It's not what they tell me. It was written in English and German. So these people, they are coming and they are praying the courts to compel me, that is to direct me to delete my, these are the prayers they are praying.
That is why I'm saying you don't need to emphasize on
let me explain to you, mother. They are praying for the courts. One of their prayer that those videos, I should delete all those videos in my YouTube. Number 2, they are praying the courts to compel me to pay 30,000 euro. As a fan, they have many demands they are making. They want from the courts. So I met with first time I was looking for lawyers. So because of the nature of the case, let me explain, man. Because of the nature of the case, it was difficult for me to find a lawyer, because we have different type of lawyers. We have property lawyers, family lawyers. We have what do you call it? Media, different lawyer, human rights law. They have different. So because of the nature of the case, the type of lawyer I was looking for was very difficult. It was rare. So I contacted so many people, even some Domecha, what you call translator. It was difficult. They give me lawyers say no, we are not in this field. So at the end of the day, I met with Messi Coco. Mr. Coco was able to locate a lawyer for me. I don't know how many kilometers away from that. I don't know, about 300 kilometers. I don't know how many kilometers from here. Very far. The lawyer told me to bring about 2,000 something euro. And we agreed. I said, okay. He said, I have to pay the money. So I look at the distance. So I was able to locate another lawyer. So what am I trying to say is that I have met a lawyer, and the lawyer told me I have to pay the fine once. But I told the lawyer I cannot pay it once. The lawyer said, sorry, he cannot work without paying the money. So I have to look for somebody who have been a client to this lawyer before. At the end of the day, we were able to talk to the lawyer, and the lawyer said, oh, you drop this, then you pay twice. I agree. But now I'm facing a difficulty. My difficulty now I'm facing right now is agreement I reached with the lawyer said I'm going to pay twice. I am facing I'm financially handicapped presently now. So I am not a noisemaker. I don't want to be bragging, which I know I am not in that field. What I am trying to say is that presently I met with the lawyer on Monday this very week, and the lawyer told me, pay the remaining money. When you are coming again this very week, bring someone who translates from my language, somebody who is trained in that field, who have not because I speak German, I should go and know. Somebody who is a translator who is qualified in that field. So I have find someone, and that person said it's 120 euro for to to even do that job. So we're talking about this now. I'm not even talking about all this field now, all this area now. But now I am financially handicapped. So I am not here to come and be making noise that I will win. I will win.
Can I come in now?
Yes.
You know, when this whole thing started,
Oh, Mama,
in
who
one way or
the
the
wait,
other,
so that now making our you are really close a video now because you miss many hours nothing.
yeah, need to get away. Remina Yasuen, what a pity of the Murphy. Who has paying even with all the damage they cause to you, to your wife, to your own daughter.
That case is different though. Mama, excuse you. That case is presently going on now. That is different from this case. I just want to tell you. No, we have Mama. We have me and Eddie Murphy have case in courts. We have different case that is going on. This one, no, this one. See,
you
when
were using the same mind.
we don't want to mix the two together, Mama. We don't want to mix everything together. I don't want to mix everything together. Mama, me and Eddie Murphy, my woman went to the appropriate channel and lay a report about threat to life, all those things. The case is going on. Me also went to a lawyer.
You were telling her not to do that.
No, not like that.
Eddie Murphy was
Mama, we don't want to be saying all those Eddie Murphy case. That is the case is under investigation right now. Not only one case. Me and Eddie Murphy is having no less than 4 cases. One case is presently in courts.
You never want to take Eddie Murphy to court because of
Mama,
the way
not I don't. All those things you see, if you have a case in a police station here, the police will refer the case to what they call it to the legal department, how they operate here. From the legal department, they will review the case. If this case will go to court, they will carry it to court. Then, Mama, let me explain what happened about me and the Murphy case. Not I don't. If I want to do it on my own, if I want to do it on my own, Mama, all these things you are saying, is not. There is no case, Mama. There is no case I have with Eddie Murphy that is not under. There's no ongoing. You can have a case in this country, Mama. See, you can. We understand the you can have a case here the last 5 years. There is no case I have with Eddie Murphy that I have not followed up with. The case is ongoing.
Initial
The movie gwan ladian na ora gwan ladian. Ime do atori me ladian. Yen tori yen ladian. That's why you say I'm not following up.
Now when they continue pushing, now there you
Mama,
go back.
I will bring all this people. Ya send that Benin ya go. Benin married. He might forgive him. There was never a time to forgive anybody. Benin married the movie may be hot. A case my way me. Go 1 year, 5 years. I know there was never a time anybody forgive anybody. Damn, Ogala, they don't want to answer my what do I mean the way in the way for you? I am telling you, you are case in my movie, we talk into my beg no more. Nitali case in my court in my way. My way the movie may case be court for the first time they were attacking the train station in case me a court. Number one. The case no we were to case of my we. Number two. The move after the movie attack me now case na madam case na court case ni hero nothing now. Number two no ro the movie na bu me na the police ade wa waso. Or we terrorist me gbowa. The case ni court. Ni ave case ya ro. Who understand me explain my way. A case na ya ro. Terror a judge na be there wa we na wa deliver judgment na wa mo the movie. Iyan we ri o yan lele one step by step. A case of we wrong. A judge. A case of we wrong na gba we ha. Nina by na bu ina via information give police. Ina via Ministry of Children Affairs, Ministry of Finance, and payroll, welfare. Ina via information give ina invite me. A case ni be when the case no roa. The case no me wa mo make 100 ya. Even case ya fair we more decide the government na. We have the case ya we later ni me ni me la later vont. Obere a case of by Canada deliver a judgment. All your a case of ameyewe plus a case of Oba the first one Eva. Do you know how many cases we have? When a case in the Benin, Eva by Canada deliver a judgment. Ameyewe fake ko Oba so that the mafia attack where only we might understand. Yeah, Mataladia.
Since last year, near ya Pishola there when you're prostitute. Bring your HIV test, bring human trafficking. Umada here over any phone. Here my way, Neneni would get to them. You cannot
picture no Abeladiani. Picture the movie Abeladiani.
Who damage the people a career because who
picture no Abeladiani. Picture no Abeladiani. Ona bi mu address on the Majeladia. Or when the man do attack a woman, the man do one and a threat to life. If women went to normal system, when I have me, we left in danger. Me have a present me have the movie take boome on a case. A case is bonori yoru yen taladia. So am I thinking to ata la the movie do adam yo me mama only do I say man do adam yo.
Do you realize forget because
maybe a case not remember court. If you want to attack a guy when he explain man well, I am just explaining to my people when you call. Also now not go later. Let me explain. Be explain for them. They are where my
problem is where where the the movie the movie be okay continue damage in my career. We never been in a contribution.
Explain the situation now ongoing now about this very next week now. The case is coming up, and the first side of the Oba they are prepared, and the case that is coming up is different from the one of Eddie Murphy. This is the case of Oba of Benin. The main motion of this Oba of Benin in this case is to make sure that I don't talk about him again. I remove all this. That is what we are here for right now. So this is the reason why I'm explaining what I'm passing through to the general public, that they should assist me. Anybody, I know it should not work or it will work. What I'm saying is that I am explaining and I'm pleading for people to also support me so that I can be able to also have one lawyer. They're having three.
It's a
I
lot
don't
of
even have
money
one.
people are
I don't even have
spending.
one.
You know, let me put it to the public out there.
Mm-hmm.
They have to know that, okay, let me break it in pidgin English. The public should know, make them know, say, nah, too much money president they spend for this Oba Benin matter. Sometimes they will talk, say, your supporter, why they not help you? We don't know how much they spend. You people wey dey more on assist support you na fit support. For example,
Mama,
many support
we dey gbé my way one later. Make I explain my hand.
supporters they spend.
Iwa guani guani.
Okay.
Where's it? My brothers and my sisters, I know it's not easy. Me personally, I will also come out tomorrow to come and also plead. Please, I want beg for assistance. It's not really easy because this man is coming to court with 3 lawyers. I'm even battling to even have one. Please, David or Goliath. If a situation whereby Goliath will not kill David, history have failed us. So please, that's what I'm pleading for. People have been helping me. A case I have is too much case. So I cannot be coming out in every case. I'll say, come and help me, come and help me. There are some cases doesn't need too much because the governments of this country, they are harmonizing it. Looking at the case, they will go after. Looking at the one that will be true. The day one day, maybe I just want to win this case so that I come and make a testimony because I have so much testimony to give. If I have a testimony here, I'll give. Please, I don't want to say something differently. I will also come out tomorrow. Please support me. It's not easy. What? It's not easy. Please. If you don't support me, I may lose this case and I will never even come out again. Talk lots of information in your Benin name. Then your Benin will be the victor. The mafia will now be threatening you. He will come and meet you for house. He will kill you. All those things. Then will become order of the day. So I'm hereby using this opportunity to plead. Even those people who will say this boy is crazy. So people are saying, yes, you say you want to fight Oba, use your head to fight it. Use your money. Use this. Please. I am not the only person who is fighting for freedom. Imagine all the way from Nigeria, Babin is chasing me here. If I were in somewhere like Ghana, I was in Nigeria, what could have been my fate today? Huh? Let us ask ourselves this question. I live in Germany. Do you know how much it takes? Just like me, I will from here carry somebody go court for Australia. I will take 3 lawyers in Australia. I don't live in Australia. I will from here all the way from Germany here sue somebody to court in Australia with 3 lawyers. Do you know how many thousands of euros is that? Do you know how much is that? Just imagine. Oba Abini is still pursuing me for courts. The first time we defeated you. Then you went this court that they are going now. See, let me explain the nature of the court to you. Here, when you take somebody to court here, you have to present if you are not working, if you have a wife, your woman have to present the paper which you take the work, the earnings and everything. And you have my brother, I will come explain all these things for now. This one will be say, my brother, you will win it. Don't be like that. That is not truth. If you go like that, you are just fooling yourself. I have never seen anywhere in the world where because the prayers they are praying, they're asking God. It's not one, it's close to almost about 50 prayers. Okay, how you don't have a full lawyer, then you say They will just say these 50 prayers. Oh, you, oh, Ogiso, you win everything. Go out. This layer, they lose. My brother, it's not like that. Let us do this. Let us do something. Because if they succeed in me, another person is finished, they will also use that area to find another person. So doing, even though you live in Europe, you cannot even talk again. That is the method they will be using. So therefore, I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. So that is it. Thank you so much. I don't have any other thing to talk. And good night. Please support me. My telephone number is there already. Plus 4917 4966 15 plus 4917. If you want to also send me money on email or email payments, that is my phone number also. With this my phone number, you can locate my bank account, or you can write me on WhatsApp. Please, we need support. If you can have this, I have 150 euro already now, 150 pounds. Please, I know it's not easy, you know. The lawyer told me this. Not only that one, do you know how many homework, many things these people brought against me? I have to come and, in short, I don't want me to talk all those things. When the moment you come to watch and all those other family, because say, yeah, they don't win. Please, I will still come out tomorrow. Please, I will also plead. I want the general public to support me with, now I have 150 euro. Let me just say I need 600 euro now. It's 750. This is more better. 600 euro is good. Please, I need your support. Please support me. Let me have this money so that I can. The only thing I will do if I have this money, then maybe like all those USB flash. Whenever the movie was denying that, it is the lawyer and the translator, and this is my brother, this money. Then the lawyer will be in a good position, because that is his job, to be defending you, and with this proof, with this video, with this, that, many things, and the book, the evidence, many things. My brother, is lawyer cannot wait, voila. I will say,